taste of what attending the Cigar Retailers Convention is all about. So let's follow along. I don't know who we're going to meet, I don't know where we're going to see, but you'll get a little taste and experience of this massive convention. It takes the entire Sands Expo Center, several 100,000 square feet of space, and here we've got the Cristo booth. We'll just start walking along and seeing what we find. Now, we were in the Davidoff booth to begin, but here's the Padrone booth, and you can get a little peek in. And we spoke with George and Orlando Padrone. You can kind of see Orlando way back in the distance there. And again, retailers are coming, placing orders, sampling cigars. Here we've got the J.C. Newman booth. Let's go through J.C. Newman and Arturo Fuente. We'll take a walk through, see the Newman, see the Fuente, see what's going on. And this recreates Ybor City, where Newman and Fuente are based, the traditional historic cigar making area of Tampa. Let's come along. Here's Liana Fuente, longtime friend. Say hello to everybody.
Hi, everybody. We're
Leon,
having a great time here.
We are, and Liana's working hard selling Arturo Fuente cigars, right?
Yeah.
Always. One of the best people. We go back a long, long time. And you know, we've got to do lunch at the factory one of these days.
We do. Come and see me.
I'm coming to see you. I know where to find you.
All right.
All right, Liana, stay well. We'll see you
Bye.
later. Come on over. Let's see. The great Rich Dolak of J.C. Newman Cigars. Rich is hiding right now. Rich is the VP of Operations, the man that makes it all happen at J.C. Newman, right behind there. Come on, Rich, don't be so shy. Come on, let's go back over here, see who we see. And again, you can see they've got their Diamond Crown, they've got their Maximus, and they're talking to retailers. They've got their American they just launched. So it gives you a little taste. There's the American right here. 100% made in the United States, in Ybor City, the box made, the bands, everything made, tobacco in the United States. As we continue along, as we walk through here, here's Oliva Cigars. Is the speaker, is Jose in? No. He's not around? I was going to say we'd say hello to the Speaker of the Florida House, Jose Oliva, longtime friend, but there's Oliva. We see CLE, Aroa Cigars off to our left. And again, you see all the retailers, they're walking around. Many come in the first day and just scope everything out for the first few hours. Then they come in and start writing orders. And there's all sorts of show specials that they have for retailers. And you'll see a lot of these new cigars and deals on your retailer shelves starting this, probably July, August, into September, October. Here's La Polina over there. Nat Sherman over to our left. Cigar Oasis. Davidoff over here. We'll take a quick spin through Davidoff. We were there earlier today, but we'll take a quick spin. There's William Paley, Bill Paley of La Polina Cigars, working very hard. Hi, Bill.
Hey, General.
Long time no see.
Good to see you, David.
Great story. Bill's family actually started in the cigar business before, you may have heard of this network, CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System. Your father was a young buck. Your grandfather, I believe, went on vacation running La Polina Cigars and said, I got this idea, we're going to advertise La Polina on the radio. It was so effective that your father said, we ought to get into the broadcasting business, and they did. And now it goes full circle, back to La Polina. How long has it been now, 15 years?
Now I'm in an honest job. I sell cigars.
Listen, I'm a broadcaster. Broadcasting's very honest.
Okay, if you say so.
No fake news here on the Cigar Dave show.
You bet.
But Bill, you've also got a great park in New York City that is still allows smoking. Tell me about that park real quick.
It's the only public park in New York City where you can smoke. It's on 53rd Street between 5th and Madison. It's on the site of the old Stork Club, which my dad bought, tore down, and built a park just for the people who live in New York.
It's a beautiful thing, and you can still enjoy cigars there.
Yep, they'll bring you an ashtray and a lighter. You're all set.
Outstanding. Bill Paley, everybody.
Dave.
And there was a story, there was something, I think, one of the houses you grew up in I saw was just sold, and I was going to call you and tell you about that. I saw it. Yeah,
okay.
So it'll come to mind. I've got it bookmarked when I get back to the office. Back to Command Center Alpha. Bill, good to see you. All right, so, and again, you never know who you're going to see here. So we're just walking around, taking a look. Here's Alec Bradley over here. We were here earlier today. You can see Alec Bradley is packed. all their cigars on display. They have samples. Let's go over here, because you know what? I need a little espresso. I need a little octane to get through the rest of the day. So come on over. Now, one thing you have to know, I never ask for permission. I know all these guys. They're great friends, longtime friends. So I just make myself at home, like a true alpha. I don't ask permission, I just do it. So I'm going to make myself, John Lipson over here. As I said, I'm like family here. I'm mishpacha, I'm family. So I'm going to get an espresso capsule.
Absolutely.
All right, and I'm going to put this in. Oops, wait a minute. Oops. You know what? I think
it's full.
no, it's full. It's full. Stand by. This is live television. This is what happens. Is it full or no? No? All right, so we're going to stick a nice, I don't know what happened. We'll try again. Maybe went too far down. They have the fancy machine. I don't have this fancy of a machine at my office. There we go. Now we'll put it in, and we're going to press that. We made the espresso because coffee, espresso, cigars, wonderful. Every afternoon, I start my day off at Command Center Alpha every morning around 8 o'clock with a nice freshly brewed cup of coffee, get to work, then right around 2 o'clock I got to have a nice espresso, and that's exactly what I do. We say cheers. Soothes the throat, the vocal cords. After being around the smoke and the dry air here in Nevada, need a little lubrication to the vocal cords. That's exactly what I have. And you can see, come on back here, let's take a look here. Look at all the samples here. Now, if any of you watching right now want to have a wet dream, this would be it. All these cigars, like if I wanted to right now, I could take all these bundles with me right now, but I won't. But I could, because I know Ralph Montero and Jonathan Lipson would let me get away with it. But I'm not going to do that.
Are you raping and pillaging?
Yes, I am, because I know where to find these guys. So whenever I go to their warehouse, I'm like, I'll take one of those, and one of those. Ralph Montero, everybody. Ralph, how long have you been in the cigar business?
37 years.
37. Ralph and I met initially.
I'm only 42.
It's amazing. He started when he was 4 years old, at Tropical Tobacco.
Yes.
And then you had your own brand called Montero, which is a great cigar Henke Kellner made.
Right.
And how long have you been with Alan Rubin at Alec Bradley?
19 long years.
19 long years, but it feels like 35. So, and John came over from the other side.
That's right.
By the way, I need to supersize the fries and a double order of McRibs, please.
Yeah, no
there,
problem,
there
no
you go.
problem.
He's got his little thing there. But take a look at this. Here are the new Lars Tetton cigars. I mean, you never know what you're going to find here, but you could have a field day. At those of you that are watching right now, I mean, this is cigar paradise right here. All right, let's get out of these guys' way. Gentlemen, thanks for the coffee. Appreciate it. John, thanks. Ralph, thanks. We'll see you later. By the way, this will fit in the overhead bin on the way home, so I'll take the machine on the way home too. All right, let's head over this way. Kevin Casey, one of the big, great reps from Florida, longtime friend. Kevin, say hello to everyone. All right, we'll head over this way. And we'll go right across over here to Ashton Cigars, Ashton San Cristobal. They've got a new booth area this year, very nice. Let's go, oh, we've got Robbie Levin, the big mocker, the big head is right here. Come on, let's say hello to Robbie Levin, who I've known forever. Robbie, how are you? Robbie Levin of Ashton Cigars and Holt Cigars.
I'm up.
No, you didn't have to get up. Just relax.
For you, Dave, I have to get up.
He's a mensch, what can I tell you? By the way, I love the new booth. This is brand new this year. It's
no, last year was the first year.
Oh, last year, that's right.
This is the second year. I hate to contradict you.
That's okay, you can contradict me. I mean, listen, I can take constructive criticism. They make the great Ashton cigars, the VSG, the ESG, Symmetry, Classic, Cabinet, Heritage, Puro Sol, Maduro, did I forget anything?
Yes.
San Cristobal.
San Cristobal and La Roma de Cuba.
La Roma de Cuba. I got everything in one shot.
You did it, you
All
got
right,
it.
when I have more time tomorrow, I'm going to come by, we're going to have a cigar together.
It's a deal.
Absolutely, one of the great guys, known him a long time, 20 some odd years.
That's true.
He started when he was, again, 10 in the cigar business. But you can see around everybody writing orders, talking. The regional reps have their own table, talking to their clients, and it goes in and out in waves throughout the day. So many new cigars. Nothing new this year, Robbie, correct? You had a lot of big years the last few years, so a little bit of a break.
You got to build them up.
Build them up, consolidation, and get them out there.
A lot of companies come out with 10 new brands a year. That's
Right.
not what we do.
No.
We want to come out when we have a great new product, come out with it and build it up for 3, 4, 5 years, forever.
Well,
so it becomes a stable.
Well, and these Ashtons are oldies but goodies. The classic is as great today as it was, what, 25 years ago when you came out with it?
I think 35.
35?
1985. How many years is that? That's
34. 34 years, because next week will be 24 years I've been doing the show, and I've known you, I think, 23 years.
That's true.
Long time. Good to see you, Robbie
All right,
Levin,
Dave.
everybody. So we'll come
Be
back.
good.
We're giving everybody a little tour. Those at
All right.
home that can't get on the show floor because it's only for the trade, we give them a little look at what goes on here. Now Robbie's going to go back to the vault behind that door and count all the cash. There are all hundreds and thousands back in there, and they need a Brinks truck after all the business they're writing. So let's head over this way. One thing I would say about the cigar industry, great people. You know, we see the people, Alan Rubin, and we saw Robbie Levin, and the people from Davidoff, and J.C. Newman, and Rocky Patel, and Gurkha, and just on and on and on, Padrones. They're all great friends and they're great people. And when you meet them in your local cigar retailer, you see exactly, they take great pride in their cigars and they really enjoy meeting their consumers. It's a very unique one-on-one business because you consume their products, but you have a personal relationship with many of them. Let's go into AJ Fernandez. We'll see if Frankie Santos is around. I don't see Frankie. Let's take a look. New cigar there launching called the Dias de Gloria. There's Frankie Santos. He runs AJ Fernandez in the US real quickly. He's going to come by. Frankie, come on over. Frankie Santos, everybody. We're giving everybody a
General, how you
tour.
doing?
Good to see you, my
Long
friend.
ashes.
Back at you. We're giving everybody a tour at home or in their office today. What it's like to be on the show floor. This is the AJ Fernandez booth. A little less excitement this year than last year. They had a big flood last year, and you
Wasn't
recovered
exciting
nicely.
for us, but
It was exciting for you. Not in a good way.
Not in a good way.
Not in a good way. New cigar this year, the Dias de Gloria. Tell me about that.
that's a Nicaraguan puro made by AJ. He wants to pay homage to the taste of Cuba back in the 50s and 60s. So you may ask, well, what does AJ know, being 40 years old, about how a cigar tasted back then? He doesn't know, but his dad knows. So he created a blend and would give his dad a taste of it every time. I said, hey, does this taste like the Cuban cigar tasted back in the 60s in Cuba? And when they finally knocked out the blend, they said, you know what, here it is. Dias de Gloria.
There it is. Full flavored?
Full flavored,
Powerhouse.
four sizes, Robusto, Toro, Gordo, and a short Churchill. Retail between $9 and $11.
And we're going to be sitting down tomorrow because AJ Fernandez participates in the Cigar Dave Officers Club, and we plan out the 2019-2020 monthly selections here at the show. So we're going to be talking. I know what we're going to be doing, but we're not going to tell anybody just yet. But tomorrow we'll lock it down. But so many great cigars. I'll tell you what, the San Latano, I'm trying to remember what we have, the Cameroon.
The New World Cameroon.
New World Cameroon,
and the
off the charts.
San Latano Dominicano.
The amount of outstanding stuff, so we've got some special surprises for you. Frankie Santos runs the operation here for AJ in the US. How's the show so far for you?
Great.
Doing great?
Yes.
Busy, everybody writing orders?
Absolutely.
You got the Briggs truck ready to come and
Having a great time.
call out the cash.
right,
Frankie, we'll
General.
see you later. Good to see you, my friend. All right, and as we go around here, let's take a left turn. Arthur Kemper from Tabacalera Perdomo, Perdomo Cigars,
see you guys.
longtime friend. Arthur, we're giving everybody who is watching a taste of what the Cigar Retailers Convention is like. They can't come on the floor. This is only for the trade. So tell us, as a manufacturer, when you are here, you get here, what, 5 days early and start setting up?
Yeah,
it's a long process.
We set up early, but our booth is 4,000 square feet, and you know it's beautiful. It's something we're excited about. We put LED screens,
Big.
so we have a huge hanging sign with LED screens and about a 9.5 minute video of our factory farm, and you know we're excited. We like people to see that. We like our customers to see that. They're excited. They get to see our new releases, like Estate Selection Vintage, the new Lot 23 packaging. So you know they get
We
to
saw
meet
that.
Nick.
Yep.
Get
Exactly.
to see Nick play on the drum set. So we're excited. We like people to share in the experience. We share it all over social media. You do a great job representing not only us in the show. We really appreciate it.
Well, we appreciate all the stuff you do, and especially participating in our Officers Club. We did the Habano Bourbon Barrel Aged.
Yeah.
Everybody loved it, off the charts, fantastic. And I can't wait to sample the new Estate Selection,
Yeah.
because we talked about it with Nick on the show a few weeks ago,
Yeah.
so I can't wait to try it. Tell us about that cigar real quick.
So the Estate Selection Vintage, you know, this is an original product. When I was a retailer, before I worked for Nick, a little over 20 years ago, he came out with Estate Selection. So this is a grandfathered product. But what's special about it's the first cigar that we're actually putting tobacco from Finca Natalie, which is named after Natalie, his daughter. So we're using that tobacco for the first time. So it's really our richest cigar. We've box pressed not only the sun-grown and Maduro, but also the Connecticut. So it's really fantastic. Beautiful 54 ring gauge, really smooth and elegant. It's like a 21-year-old Scotch. It's just full of flavor, but super elegant and really fantastic.
My mouth is watering already when you said 21-year-old Scotch. I'm ready to go. I could use one right about now. I've got the espresso, but the Scotch I think would warm the cockles of my throat a little bit better right about now.
Absolutely. We'll have to have one later.
Absolutely.
After the show.
We will do that. And Arthur, Nick always takes the credit, but the guy that really runs Perdomo Cigar, Arthur Kemper right here.
Listen,
But we won't tell Nick that.
Nick's my brother
No,
from
we're
another
kidding.
mother.
Everybody gets along great. We always have a good time when I come by to see you. So we went through the booth earlier. Everybody was busy writing orders.
Yeah.
So a lot of excitement over in the
Come by.
Perdomo
We'd
booth.
love
I will.
to have
I'm going
you
to come by.
visit. Thanks,
I'm going to
Dave.
come by later, and tomorrow
Appreciate
we're going to spend some time together. Arthur Kemper
All right.
from Perdomo Cigars.
Thank you,
Good
guys.
to see
Have a
you.
great day.
Come on along. We'll continue. And this is what I really enjoy is just walking, ad-libbing, if you will. I never know who we're going to run into, who we're going to see, but we always stop and see the big heavyweights in the industry that you get a chance to see. There's Scotty Colasar. We saw him earlier from Davidoff and Avo. Quality importers over here. They own Zycar, so lighters, cutters, humidors, as we go over here. And let's see, we were in the General Cigar booth earlier, so we already showed that. But let's take a walk through here. Altadas is over here. We'll take a walk through as we come by. And again, this gives you an idea. This is a very big space. You're talking 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 square feet, very open. The booths have changed the last number of years, whereby now it's very open. They used to be very modular, very tight. Now it's very open, very breezy, very airy. But we'll take a walk through here. You can see you start over here, and they're displaying their new Monte Cristo. Here's their Monte Cristo Cincuenta. So they're showing that. Again, this is where all the reps write all their orders along the way. And we'll say hello to Gary Pesh, Old World. What's the name? Old Virginia. I was going to say Old World. Eddie Guerra of Altadas, known Eddie a long time.
How are you?
So Gary, let's talk about from a retailer's perspective. Sit down. Look at this guy. I didn't know they made rentals this fancy. With the vest and everything.
Yeah, they do. I gotta return it
shoes.
afterwards.
Wait a minute, is this waterproof? Is this pleather? Look at this thing. The thing shines. I need sunglasses.
They
for
just
this.
made the pants too tight. You can count the change in my pockets from
Listen,
across
no
the room.
banana slings at the Cigar Retailers Convention, okay?
That's
Gary,
a
let's
cigar
talk. You're up in the DC suburbs in Virginia. What are you seeing up there? I mean, we know you're near the swamp, but what are you seeing from your customers right now? Mild, medium, full? Where are they gravitating towards right now?
Well, it's kind of a combination between the medium and the fuller bodied. So I think there's a lot of people who are, the mild smoker is moving towards more medium guys moving towards more full body, and there's a lot of evolution in the taste with it.
You're seeing some newer connoisseurs coming in on a regular
Yeah,
basis?
that's great to see. We'd love to have that new guy in there, and it's good to see that fresh blood, and they're very
Absolutely.
interested in that premium cigar and how that fits into their lifestyle.
We guide them the right way. Make sure they start with a nice mild, medium cigar. How to cut and light. Gotta guide them. You know, they come to me as little grasshoppers, and I guide them so they become experienced connoisseurs after a short time. And Eddie, you've been in the cigar business for a while. Started off at Gurkha. Now you're at here at Altadas.
Yes.
Brand manager. What do you oversee?
I oversee Monte Cristo, Trinidad, Henry Clay, St. Louis Ray, and Onyx. So
You got a big portfolio.
I do, but a good one. So I'm really happy about
And
that.
new Monte Cristo we saw as we came in.
Yeah, the new Monte Cristo Cincuenta. It's celebrating the 50 years of Tabacalera Garcia, our factory in DR.
Oh, I'm going to come back later and smoke one. How's that?
That sounds good.
I just spilled my coffee, so my hands are going to be wet. But
It's all
trust
good.
me.
It's a rental.
Thanks for everything you
Javier
do.
Estadas, the president. Here we go. Here's Javier. How we doing?
Hey, nice to meet you.
Javier Estadas. Nice to meet me. Wait a minute. You've known me for how long?
Absolutely.
Nice to meet me. I've known. How long you been here now? 7, 8 years?
No, 9 years.
9 years.
9 years.
Nice to meet me. I've known him for 9 years.
sorry, yeah.
He
Nice to see you again.
He forgot me already. Look at this.
Nice to see you again.
It's been a year. So great booth. You changed it around a little bit. A lot of
Absolutely.
action. A lot of activity.
Yeah, I mean, we are very excited about the show. I mean,
we are bringing very nice initiatives, very nice cigars. Looking forward, for a great show.
And you ride that? Does your wife let you ride that?
Well,
No chance.
I hope
no
no
chance.
No chance.
No chance.
No chance.
I already know. No chance. No fellow dog lovers also. How are your dogs?
Say again?
How are your dogs?
Well, my dogs, they're fine. They're fine.
You have two, right?
Two dogs.
I have two now, too.
Bull Mastiff, beautiful dogs, part of the family.
And they really are. I've got a 13-and-a-half-year-old German Shepherd Sultan, and I added another one 15 months ago, Baron.
Yeah.
It was 15 months old. I'll show you pictures later of these.
Yeah, absolutely.
Huge. He's as big as your Bull Mastiff. But great, a lot of action going on here, and I know you got the big new Monte Cristo release.
Yes.
So we're going to try that a little bit later on. And it's publicly known, Imperial announced that they want to sell their cigar division. I hear things are heating up from what I hear from the grapevine. Never know.
Well, we'll see.
We'll see. Who knows? He may be an owner one day. You never know. I'm just saying. That's what I hear.
Thank you
All
so
right,
much,
Javier,
Dave.
good to
Thank
see
you.
you, my friend.
Thank you.
All right, let's go along here. We're going to go to Crowned Heads. Now, Mike Condor, John Huber are two longtime friends. So let's see if, look at here. We have the brain trust of Crowned Heads in a high-level meeting. They are selling retailers right here. They are making, these are big orders, massive amounts of money exchanging hands. Notice how Mike is in the reclined position. His body language says, we're going to get a huge order right now. John's a little more tense, thinking we got to close this deal. But look at Mike, how relaxed he is. And I remember the days when Mike used to wear a button-down shirt, a seersucker suit. I mean, he was really like as preppy as they come. Now look at him, he is Mr. Hip, the purple socks. Let's go say hello real quickly here. Mike Condor and I go back 20-some-odd years. Good to see you. John? Good to see you, my friend.
Good to see you. How are you?
Good to see you as always. Little hug here.
Brothers hug,
We
brothers
go way back up to the General Cigar days. Back to when I used to see you over at 387 Park Avenue South with the Colemans.
We were having lunch in the boardroom.
Big time, but two of the great guys in the cigar industry. We've done their officers, they participate in the Officers Club. John and I were talking yesterday. We're going to be doing it again. We've already nailed things down. Surprise. Mike, John, how long has it been now? Is this 8 years?
Let's stop for a second.
Yeah.
I'm concerned right now that this angle is getting my bald spot. Is there a way we can fix that?
It's getting my bald spot too. Wait a minute.
There you go.
You need, wait, you need to get the Larry King spray. I don't have a bald spot. Wichita, hello. He gets it sprayed. I don't remember, this is true.
There it is, baby.
There was
Got
a
the
60
follicles.
there was a 60 Minutes
Yeah,
report
I like it.
where
That's
they
better.
followed Larry King. He would go to the coiffurist every day, get his hair done after eating at Duke Zebert's in Washington, and she'd put this black spray on him when he was doing his TV show on CNN. True story. But look at John. I mean, it's amazing hair transplantation today.
You're right.
Look at the technology.
I
It's
just always spend
unbelievable.
money on it.
It's all real.
All right, so tell me you got a big new release this year.
Yes.
What is it?
La Coalición.
Say that again.
Slower.
La Coalición.
La Coalición.
Coalición.
Coalition.
Coalition.
Coalition. La Coalición.
Bingo.
And you are making that with who?
Drew Estate.
Drew Estate. So new vendor this year?
Correct.
Man, tell me about that cigar.
Come on, John. Go with it. John
So
developed it.
it's a collaboration between Drew and Crowned Heads. Grade A, dark Connecticut broadleaf on the wrapper. The binder is Sumatran, fillers Nicaraguan and Dominican, 4 vitolas, 5x46, 5.5x50, 6x52, 6.5x54, 20 count boxes, shipping across the country and hopefully around the world September-ish.
September. Outstanding. And I love the picture of Johnny Cash behind
Yes.
you. One of the greats.
Interesting.
One of the greats, no question about it.
Absolutely.
No doubt. And by the way, Mike is sitting, these chairs are made out of fine Corinthian leather out of a 1977 Chrysler Cordoba. It's incredible. Just feel this. It's just amazing. You guys spare no expense here at Crowned Heads.
That's where we are.
Well, Mike, don't work too hard. I mean, look, John's doing all the work. You're sitting back, counting all the cash. Life is good.
Would you do it any different if it were you?
Absolutely not. You got it the right way.
Thank you.
I agree with you.
Enough.
By the way, Louisville. Syracuse took a pounding to him this year. My Orangemen. How about our Syracuse Orangemen in football? Huh?
Do we have to go there? It's
Listen.
a bad year for the Cardinals, I gotta be honest.
Yeah, it was a tough
On
year.
a lot of angles.
That was that is an
I
understatement.
could bring up like old girlfriends of yours or something if you want to get down in the weeds, but maybe I just let it all go.
No, the greatest story was with Rick Pitino. What was it, like 6 seconds? There was a trial case where he banged a gal somewhere, and he said, well, what was it, the court case? How long did that go for? He's like, literally, it was like 8 seconds. He's like, wait a minute, you banged her in game in 6 seconds? Remember that story? Drew from the deposition. Mike, it gives me great pleasure to rip you on Louisville since all those years you could do it on Syracuse. So, turnabout is fair play.
Take it while you got it.
You got it. Good to see. Mike Condor, John Huber, Crown Heads.
Thanks, guys.
Sure, the longtime friends. They're great guys, great cigars, very unique boutique cigar, and they're based in one of my favorite cities, Nashville. And I think a visit is due up there.
Absolutely. Love it, brother.
And by the way, Cigar City, you got an open invitation to the Pleasure Palace. Not as close to John C. Toon as it used to be.
That's true.
But still close. You'll pick me up.
Absolutely.
We'll see you, gentlemen. Crown Heads. As always, let's go this way. And again, you can see the rapport, the relationship when you've known all these people for so long. It's not really a business relationship. They're great friends. We bust each other's balls on a regular basis, which really, makes it fun and makes it enjoyable. Let's head over here. Miami Cigar over to the right. We'll swing by Gurkha once again because we saw Gurkha. So again, things come in waves. So right now, as we're towards the end of the day, it kind of starts to quiet down a little bit. But then tomorrow morning it picks up again. So there's Gurkha. We're going to go into Rocky Patel over here. Let's see my boy Nish. We'll say hello to my brother Nish Patel. You can see the resemblance. We go way back in Rocky Patel. There's Mrs. Julie Patel right over here. There's Craig Cass. Craig, what's happening?
How's it going?
That's it. Mrs. Julie Patel hates when I call her Mrs. Julie Patel.
By the way, this is the General talking again. We miss him all the time. Welcome to the Rocky Patel booth. Thank you, General.
It's like a party in your mouth.
It is a party in your mouth, baby. And we are partying. And a lot of people, if you look around, a lot of smiles on their face. Why? Because they have a delicious cigar in their mouth.
And by the way, Jim's Steakout is waiting for you to come visit them in Buffalo.
Oh, I can't wait with the hot cherry peppers, baby.
That's it. And Julie Julie really runs Rocky Patel Cigars. No ifs, ands, or buts. She's a little bashful right now, but she's the one that keeps everything sane at Rocky Patel headquarters. And I'm speaking at 100% truth, because if you ever came to Rocky Patel headquarters, it's a 3-ring circus that works. How it works, I have no idea, but we always have a good time.
You know what it is? You got to have a case of Squirt for her. That's the only thing that works.
I remember Squirt, and then there was Squirt. Remember there was Tad and Mr. Pibb. Remember those? I remember the first time I went to the South. A guy goes, "Would you like a Mr. Pibb?" And I go, "A what? Mr. Pibb?" I go, "Say that slower, Mr. Pibb."
All right, so we're going to keep the General quiet for a second. I'm going to ask him a question.
Go ahead.
How's this show been? You've been walking around, having fun. There's some amazing cigars by a lot of people out here this year, right?
It's been good. Everybody says they're doing well. It's coming in waves, but people are doing well. A lot of new cigars. Even with all the enemies of pleasure we have to deal with in Washington, the FDA and the government regulation, people still want to enjoy their cigars. And that's really what it's all about here. If we get government out of the way and let people enjoy themselves as adults, life would be great.
You know what? And there's a lot of friends out here that came up with some phenomenal cigars. So go to your local shop and purchase them, because you know what? You're missing out, because we get to try them all on this trip.
And we'll see. I think Rocky was around here somewhere. And by the way, so you got a musical entertainer. I heard Wayne Newton is coming later today.
By the way, I'm calling PETA on Perdomo. Because I see some cows
I see, right, in the fields
right now.
Exactly.
I'm calling PETA on
Actually,
Perdomo.
Wait, you can call PETA? Oh, wait a minute. I'm the founding member of PETA, People Eating Tasty Animals.
Yeah, there
so
we go.
I see those two cows. Dinner.
My steak.
Dinner. All right, let's go along here and let's show you what goes on here, over here. And this is where all the cigar samples are given out. Hold on, we'll sneak through here. All the samples come back here. You can see all the samples are back. Retailers come in. I want to try this cigar. I want to try that new cigar. They're all back here, and they even do massages here. Leo does massages too on the side. He's a masseuse. Make sure you give him a good gratuity, Cristo. Pay him right. All right, here we go. We have a little entertainment going on here at the Rocky Patel booth.
I will always love
Dave Bullock, Vice President of Sales, doing nothing right now. Rocky Patel, if he was here, would say, come on, let's go, write some orders.
I'm
Let's
listening
go.
to Whitney Houston.
All right, very good. I haven't seen Cousin Nimish. Where is he? I gotta see, where's Nimish? I don't see Cousin Nimish. There's Rocky's mother and father right here. Nice to see you again. How we doing? Nice to see you. This is Mr. B.
This is not Rocky's
Oh, so that's right. We're Rocky's father. So how are you? Are you related? Oh, that's your wife. I thought it was Rocky's father. What can I tell you? See what? You know what? You look young. What can I tell you? And Mr. B is the Chief Financial Officer. Every time Rocky wants to spend money, what do you say, Mr. B? Don't spend. Don't spend. Don't spend. Two famous words. Rocky. No. 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 But it's good to see you again, Mr. B and Mrs. B and Rocky's father. All right. Let's go over here. Let's keep going over here. We saw Kirk already. Take a swing by Perdomo real quickly. And then we'll go to Plasencia and we'll wrap things up. So let's go over here. Again, as you walk in, 4,000 square feet. You can see it. We talked to Arthur Kemper a few minutes ago. All the cigars on display. This is the new Perdomo Estate Selection that Arthur was talking about. Look at that, beautiful packaging, beautiful box. I cannot wait to get my hands on one of those cigars. And here's the Perdomo Habano Bourbon Barrel Aged that we featured in the Cigar Dave Officers Club a few months ago. Outstanding cigar. Now Nick plays the drums and he sets up his custom drum set over here. And every afternoon he'll play for about 15-20 minutes. And you can see over here. And there's Nick over there in a big high-powered meeting all over there. We've got the rest of the Perdomo clan that we will see as we come through. We've got Nicholas Perdomo, the new VP of Sales. We've got Janine Perdomo. We've got everybody. Nicholas is well. We've got the whole family over here. All the Perdomos. Janine, look at that. She's got. See, look at this. Got the little calculator, adding up all the sales right here. You know what? You need more zeros on here. There's not enough. There's not enough. More zeros.
Yes.
All right. As we continue, Arthur, we just saw you a few minutes ago. Now we see Arthur again. By the way, I love the packaging of the estates. Oh, off the charts. I can't wait to sample one on the way back.
Yeah, man. Good seeing you guys. Thank you guys. Have a good show.
All right, let's go take a look over this. You can see Maryland matches here. Got to have matches to light your cigars. A lot of the accessory companies. There's even some accessory and accoutrements. Here's walking canes, umbrellas, all sorts of little knickknacks that you'll see that you may see at a cigar retailer. Some boutique cigar manufacturers. Here's Nova Cigar. How we doing?
Dave, good to see you.
How we doing? We'll stop in and say hello to Nova Cigars.
Good to see you.
Nice to see you. So where's Nova based?
Palm Beach County, Florida.
Oh, you're in Palm Beach. Okay.
Leo's the CEO.
How we doing?
Ariel is the brand president.
Nice to see you.
Cigars
How are
Dave,
you?
we listen
Nice
to him.
There you go. Absolutely.
We love you.
Well, smart man. Good taste. The guy's got great taste. We're doing a tour to show everybody live who's watching right now what it's like to be on the show floor.
Yes, sir.
Now, how many years have you been on display here? How many times have you come to the IPC?
First time. We
This
just
your first time?
launched it in
First year. Where's your cigar made?
Dominican Republic.
Dominican Republic.
Our
Tell
own
me about the
factory.
cigar. Your own factory, really?
Yes.
Give me a brief rundown.
Okay.
So we're in the Dominican Republic.
Dominican Republic.
Don't get nervous. This is actually not a
Yes.
cigar.
Oh, it's not a cigar.
Yes, it's
Whoa,
not a
whoa,
cigar.
whoa. Hold on a second.
There you go.
Oh, there's the rest of the cigar. Wait
Dominican
a minute, here we go.
Republic, we have,
By the way, I love this is a beautiful, I love the color. Celadon. It's not green. Celadon. My interior designer told me Celadon. That's the name.
You're correct.
I am correct because my master bedroom, Celadon on the draperies. Celadon. Impressive, huh?
Yeah.
Celadon.
100%. Thank
This
you.
is a beautiful looking cigar.
Dominican Republic with the aged tobacco around the world to just use it for filler, wrapper, binder.
So
great
mild,
stuff.
medium, full?
That particular one is a nice medium cigar.
Okay.
Dominican, and Habano 2000 in the wrapper.
Suggested retail?
The retail is around $20, $22.
So this is a super premium, high end.
Yeah,
So
we
very
have,
limited.
but we have all the kind of super premium. You have regular production. The most important is everything is aged tobacco.
Okay.
All of production is aged tobacco, 100%.
All right, perfect. Well, we want to just stop by quickly on the way. I'm going to take this. I'm going to smoke this.
Take it
And
and
I'm going to
enjoy.
come by later and we'll chit-chat. We'll talk more about the cigars. Everybody from Nova Cigars, there you go. And again, a lot of first-time cigar companies that are getting into the business are coming to the Cigar Retailers Convention. They want to see retailers, and retailers are looking for the next great cigar. So you never know what you're going to find. Let's go over this way and let's say hello to my buddies over at Plasencia. Longtime friend, Hank Bischoff. Hank, say hello to everyone who is now watching us live. Here's the new Plasencia Alma de Fuego. Look at this display, the heat, the orange, the glow. This is show business, baby. Hollywood entertainment right here.
Don't burn yourself.
Ooh, man, hot, the sizzle, man. I gotta touch myself, it's so hot. No, this is a beautiful looking cigar, brand new this year. This is a fuller flavored cigar.
It's a fuller flavored cigar, and it's got a very unique flavor profile. A lot of the filler tobacco on this line, called Alma del Fuego, or the Soul of Fire, comes from the island of Ometepe in Lake Nicaragua. That island, Ometepe, has volcanoes, home to volcanoes, so the soil is enriched from a lot of the volcanic ash and the lava. It creates a very different flavor profile in the tobacco that comes out of that.
And the box is an ashtray as well.
And the box has an
Look at
ashtray
that.
built in.
Fantastic. On all the Plasencia cigar boxes.
All the Almas.
Beautiful. And the Alma de Campo, one of my favorites. They make great cigars. We'll see. Oh, there's Nestor Jr. We'll go over and say hello. Come on over. Let's say hello to Nestor Jr. Hanky Kellner of Davidoff. Nestor Plasencia, two of my favorite people. How we doing, Hanky? Good to see you, buddy. Nestor, my friend, how are you, buddy?
Good.
We are doing,
Richard.
I know Richard, long time. Richard Carlton Hacker, nice to see you.
Good to see you. You're looking good.
We're trying, you know?
I know.
We do the best with the limited talent we have.
Yes, great.
So we are giving a live tour of the entire show floor, and I wanted to come by. Plasencia has been known to be great growers of tobacco, make cigars for other people, but about 4 years ago, you said, you know what? We make great cigars. Why don't we put some cigars with a Plasencia name?
Yes.
And the first one was Alma de Fuerte, correct?
Alma Fuerte.
Alma Fuerte.
Strong souls.
Alma de Campo.
Alma de Campo, Soul of the Fields.
Exactly. We've got Alma de Fuego.
Alma de Fuego. And we came with, that means Soul of Fire. And we came with a fire in our soul to present it. And so we're enlightened.
And the cigars are magnificent, incredible packaging. We feature them in our Officers Club, and they're great guys. In fact, your dad was on the flight with me. We sat right across from each other, coming in from Miami. And Hanky Kellner, and Hanky and I go way, way back to the Dominican Republic. Hanky makes all the cigars for Davidoff, correct? How many years have you been doing it? 30 years?
With Davidoff? Oh, 29.
Sorry, I was 1 year off. I was close. Hanky, you're supposed to make me look good, and said, yeah, 30 years.
One of my mentors. I've been the
one of the great.
One
of the greats. And I was down in the Dominican, and he invited myself, we were with the Colemans, to your cousin Jopeto. We had a huge barbecue, and there's like 20 of us, and there was like 50 people to serve us and cook for us. It was great. I got to come back. We got to do that again. We're going to do it. And I saw Klaus, your son. We had him earlier on from the Davidoff booth.
Phenomenal.
Absolutely. So, Nestor, you've been very busy. The new Alma de Fuerte. In 4 years, you've really come up with a very, very large lineup of cigars, something for every palate.
Yes, that's what we're trying to aim. Everything that we do is for the final consumer. You know, we have the tobacco 154 years in this industry, and we're still learning. We feel it's just the beginning. And you see, being with friends over here, it's a beautiful industry, Dave.
Totally. You know, it's not just about who you're with, but the cigar you're smoking,
a beautiful industry.
The company you're with, that's what it's all about.
It's amazing.
He make the only organic cigars.
We did that. We featured in the Officers Club 2 years ago.
Reserva Original.
Organo Reserva.
Yeah, I don't have organic, but I have one is better. Organic.
Orgasmic.
Orgasmic cigar.
He's making an orgasm cigar.
Nothing wrong with that.
It lights itself. No,
listen, I smoke cigars. That is an orgasmic experience. And I should also say that the Concession 146, almost forgot about that. One of my favorites, a great cigar.
And I did a private limited edition for Davidoff of Geneva.
Yes.
So that was
you did?
La Esencia for Davidoff of Geneva. So that was an amazing cigar.
Outstanding. And I see busy as always in the booth. We've got we got beer?
We have beer.
Come on, let's go get a beer.
Come
on, let's go. I can't drink alone. Come on. Let's go over. We're going to have a beer together. Come on, we got to head over and have a beer. Carlos Padrone, by the way, If you ever want an attorney that is I say the hardest working, but the least hardest working attorney in Miami, Carlos right here. No, he's a long.
This guy called me my friend.
No, he's a friend, and also they make great beer in Miami.
Thank you, the Tank Brewing Company.
Tank Brewing, in fact. Everybody's got to grab a beer. Wait a minute, hold on.
Oh, that one I drank all.
Oh, then why do I want that one? Come here, wait a minute. Where's everybody else? Come on, Nestor. You got it. Nestor and Carlos and I were on the flight together.
Yeah.
We had a great time. Let's say cheers.
Cheers.
Good friendship, good health, good cigars.
The Tank and Plasencia all together always.
Wow, this beer is off the charts.
It's the Freedom Tower Amber, our highest volume selling beer. Big supporter.
Outstanding.
Since the beginning, thank you for all the support you've
And
done
you're in
for all
Tampa
of
now,
us.
because I know that your beer's in
distributing
Tampa.
in Tampa through J.J. Taylor up there, and in Orlando as well.
Tell me about this beer. This is
So this is
magnificent.
the Freedom Tower Amber, named after an iconic building in Miami that was very important for especially the Cuban community, right? That's where we would come to go get jobs or get job applications, get food stamps and everything else. So it's a
Delicious.
great building and
Smooth.
our highest selling volume beer.
It's not overly hoppy. I'd say IBUs, the International Bitterness Units. I'm very technical. I'd say this is probably about a 33.
Yeah, I wouldn't know that. You know more than
But I know.
Yeah, there we go.
That's
But
why I'm the general.
yeah.
That's why I'm America's global and America's alpha male, because it's all about the alpha male good life, and beer is one of those things in the good life.
ABV 5.3 though, that I know.
Very smooth, and I have to tell you, it looks dark. Don't be deceived. This is very smooth. This is available only in Florida now, correct?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, here's the can that it came from, right? So, yeah.
Now I'm going to give you my address, and you're going to ship up a couple of six-packs for me.
We'll do anything for you, sir. We always have, we always will.
Carlos,
us and the Plasencias, you
That's
always
true.
been very
You know
good
what?
to
And they're
us.
great friends. Nestor
Yeah.
Senior over here. It's always good to see you.
Okay, good to see
We had a
you.
great long. Well, actually, the ride is 4.5 hours, but it was about 5 hours and 45 minutes because American was slightly delayed.
That's right, an hour.
An hour and 15 minutes.
Okay.
The flight got in at 4:30 in the morning from Uruguay, from Montevideo, Uruguay. Sat on the ground for what? Almost 5 hours, and then they discovered they had an issue.
Right.
Beautiful. See, now we would have gotten the problem fixed at 4:30 in the morning.
Immediately.
But again, that's why I'm a 5-star and American is not. But in any event, so Carlos, you're a long time. You've been with the Plasencias for a long time.
Since 1995.
1995.
Yeah.
And Nestor, your family's been in the business for how many years?
Yeah, okay, 153 now.
153. So relative newcomers to the cigar tobacco and cigar business. Fantastic. And you've got farms in Nicaragua, Honduras, and factories in both.
Yes, local.
Outstanding. And it's got to give you great pride to see your name on a cigar after making so many great cigars for others and seeing all the excitement going on in your booth. It's great. Fantastic.
It is. And having all Jose Luis, who's
I
now,
forgot, Jose Luis, you're in Miami now, right? We got the other son here. You're in Miami now, right?
president of the company,
Beautiful.
so we're excited.
So we
with
know where
it.
to find him too.
We know now. We know where to get some cigars from.
We're getting cigars and we're getting beer and we're going to go to town.
And we're
Perfect.
gonna,
Sounds like a
and we're
plan.
gonna
With
support
great
all the
friends.
great causes that you do. So thank you everything that you do for the cigar industry.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's a pleasure because I get to be around great people such as the Plasencias, you, just all the great friends we see here at the Premium Cigar Association. And really, you know, my grandfather would always say, it's not just about the cigar, it's who you're smoking it with. And I always say, if he were alive today, I'd love to smoke a cigar with him. But when I smoke a cigar with all you, it's like being with family, same thing. We all have a great time and great friendship. So salute.
Salute. Cheers.
So all
Thank you.
great help with the cigar. There you go. So we're going to wrap it up right from here from the Plasencia Cigar Booth. We gave you a great opportunity to see exactly what goes on the show floor at the Premium Cigar Association Convention. About 250,000 square feet of exhibit space, cigar manufacturers, accessory manufacturers. We're surrounded by the aroma of cigars, and there is nobody, no enemy of pleasure to tell us we can't enjoy a cigar, and that's the way it should be. So I'm going to wrap it up from Las Vegas, the Sands Expo Center. Cigar Dave, the general, saying, may your humidor always be full, may your cutter always be sharp, may your ash be extra, extra long. Screw the enemies of pleasure. Make America great again. Make masculinity great again. So long from the 2019 Cigar Retailers Convention in Las Vegas. Ciao, ciao.
Cheers.
That's a wrap.